Okay, so picture this, a magical kingdom where numbers aren't just symbols, they're alive. But in this math kingdom, something's gone wrong. Two of its greatest lands are in a state of total confusion, and it's causing chaos. We're going to follow a hero on a quest to figure it all out.
So of course, the kingdom needs a hero, right? And that hero is Muhammad, a super wise scholar. He gets a royal decree straight from King Math himself, and the mission is clear. The students are confusing factors and multiples. He has to be their guide and teach them the secret of these two lands. And with that, his quest begins.
All right, first stop for Muhammad, the country of factors. Now this place is fascinating. Here, every single number is like a commander, and each one has its own special army. It's a land all about structure, rules, and, well, perfect division. Let's see what he finds.
So what exactly is this factor army? Well, these aren't just any soldiers. They're a really special group. They're the numbers that can divide their commander perfectly, with absolutely nothing left over, no remainder. Think of them as the perfect building blocks that fit right inside a number.
So, to really get this, Muhammad decides to put it to the test. He calls out to the number 12 and asks a really simple question. Who are your soldiers? Who's in your army? This is our first challenge. Let's see if we can figure out who makes up the factor army of 12.
And check it out. One by one, the soldiers step right up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12 itself. Every single one of these divides 12 perfectly. And that's it. They are the only soldiers in 12's army. It's a limited, specific group that fits perfectly inside their commander.
Okay, so Muhammad has totally mastered the rules of the factor army. But his journey is far from over. He travels on and arrives in a completely different place, the country of multiples. And if the last land was all about limits and division, this new place is all about multiplication and, well, infinite possibilities.
Yeah, so instead of grounded armies, the numbers here create something called multiple stars. What they do is multiply themselves and then just launch the results up into the sky, creating these endless trails of stars. It's a really cool way to think about it, right? Factors are the limited soldiers that are inside a number, but multiples are the infinite stars that are created from it.
Just look at the number 4. It starts launching its stars into the sky. You've got 4 times 1, that's 4. Then 4 times 2, that's 8. Then 12, 16, 20. And that trail of stars just keeps going and going, forever. Unlike that finite factor army, the multiple stars stretch on into infinity.
So you see what we have here? Two very different lands with two very different sets of rules. And this is where all the trouble in the math kingdom really began. The students started mixing up the laws of the factor army and the multiple stars, and it just led to total chaos and a lot of wrong answers.
For example, Muhammad finds a student who says 24 is a factor of 6, but he gently corrects them. I mean, think about it. Can a big soldier like 24 fit inside a small commander like 6? No way! It's the other way around. 6 creates 24 through multiplication. So 24 isn't a factor of 6, it's a multiple that comes from 6.
And then right nearby, another student makes the complete opposite mistake. They claim that 3 is a multiple of 12. But again, Muhammad asks them to think about it. Can the number 12 multiply itself to create a smaller star like 3? Of course not. But does the soldier 3 fit perfectly inside the commander 12? Yes, it sure does. It's a factor that belongs inside.
Muhammad quickly saw that just correcting one mistake after another wasn't going to be enough. What the students really needed was a single, powerful idea that could tie everything together. To finally bring peace between the two lands, he knew he had to reveal the great secret he discovered on his journey. And here it is. This is the secret that changed everything. It's so simple, but so powerful. Factors go inside the number. They are the smaller or equal numbers that divide it. Multiples go outside the number. They're the larger or equal numbers you get by multiplying it. That's it. It's a simple, elegant rule to remember where everything belongs.
Armed with this incredible secret, everything just clicked for the students of the Math Kingdom. The confusion vanished. Order was finally restored. And Muhammad, our hero, was no longer just a guide. He became a legend. He became known as the sage who brought clarity to the lands of factors and multiples.
So this became the sage's great lesson, a simple truth to guide the kingdom forever. Let's just break it down one last time. Factors, therefore dividing. There's a limited, finite number of them, and they belong inside a number. Multiples, They're for multiplying. There's an infinite number of them, and they exist outside a number. That's the secret right there.
And so, the story of factors and multiples is now crystal clear. But, the math kingdom is a huge, vast place, full of other amazing concepts just waiting to be explored. Which leaves us with one final question. Now that you know the secret, where do you think a hero like Muhammad should go next? What other math mysteries are out there waiting to be solved?